gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the one and only Kharlie Brown. And once again, it's time to go around the town with Kharlie Brown. Question. How are you guys doing? Everybody doing fine out there? Everybody doing good? Well, I was having a delightful evening until I went down a rabbit hole. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I went down the rabbit hole. I went down the rabbit hole, which is Law and Order SVU. Oh my God. I keep telling myself I'm not going to go down this rabbit hole again, because every time I watch one episode, 1 becomes 3. 3 becomes 4. 4 becomes 5. Then you're on 6, 7, 8, 9. Next thing you know, you're in the bottom of the bottle, at the bottom of a tequila bottle, talking to a worm because you then drunk yourself into a coma because you watching Law and Order. You can't just watch Law and Order because Law and Order gets to you. And when you watch Law and Order, all of a sudden, you start watching other stuff in Law and Order. And then Law and Order starts showing you stuff that you don't want to see. And then it's like, oh my God, my eyes. Okay, here we go. Look. Okay. So, I got Peacock. So I'm watching Peacock. And I was just watching some horror movies and, Halloween movies. Then all of a sudden I was like, oh, I got a little bit of time to kill because I was just waiting for my phone to charge before I went upstairs for the evening to go to bed. I should have just went to sleep. All of a sudden I was like, oh, I'll just watch one quick episode of Law and Order before my phone charged. When my phone is charging, because I don't want to move my charger because I only have the one charger that I have for the phone. I want to keep it in this place so I don't accidentally lose it. That's what I was thinking in my mind. It sounds logical. It sounds like something we can just do and move on with our life. However, I watched the one episode of Law and Order where this little girl gets taken, and then Olivia puts on this bracelet to remind her of the little girl that got taken so she can try to avenge the little girl. And I was like, okay, all right. Next thing you know, let me tell you about the next thing you know. Next thing you know, episode 2 starts. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to watch this. I'm not going to watch it. Let's talk about it. Okay. So what happens is the episode starts off. Olivia's still haunted by the whole idea of having a bracelet on and the little girl that was taken, and Olivia's trying to avenge that little girl. Okay, so that's where Olivia is at the beginning of the episode. Excuse me. I was also crying, so I'm trying to get myself back together. Okay, so in this episode, then you introduce to this couple. It's a same-sex couple, a lesbian couple, and they're talking about going on a vacation together. The one lady leaves, the other lady's like, I'm going to go and shop for a bathing suit. She goes shopping for a bathing suit. She picks out the bathing suit, goes back in the back to get on the bathing suit. She's like, I think I like this. All of a sudden, she hears a bunch of commotion. She comes out to see what all the commotion is, right? So when she comes out, all of a sudden, there's like a flash mob, and they're in there, and they're stealing stuff, and they're running around, and they got their phones out like, yay, such as things do. People do nowadays. Okay, so while that's going on, she's just standing there like, what the heck is going on? Then one of the guys looks directly at her. He has a mask on. Looks directly at her. Then follows her. She runs off. All of a sudden, fast forward. I shouldn't have had that tequila. So, fast forward. She's sitting inside one of the back rooms, and she's in one of the back rooms in shock. Olivia finds her in shock. Olivia's like, okay, what happened? Are you okay? Then the episode comes on. After the episode comes on, they take the woman to, they take her down so that they can have a rape kit done on her, okay? So they do the kit or whatever, and they send that out. And she's like, I don't remember seeing the person's face. And she's like, okay, well, that's understandable because they have a mask on. Then you go through the episode and you find out that the person, they watch a video evidence, and the guy chases her into a changing room, and he's standing outside the changing room. He pulls his mask up, and it's like, oh, so she did see his face. Maybe she was traumatized, and that's what it was. Okay, so then they end up catching another person that was there as well. The person that they catch, they talk to him like, hey, you guys know each other because you put on social media that the two of you were down there together. Like, who was this guy in the video that you know, because they had the video camera. He was here, and the bad guy was there. The guy who, you know, did the thing with her that he should have did, the bad thing. Okay, so so after that, they tell him we can work out a deal with this one guy, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so the guy ends up giving up the guy's name. Okay, so you give up the guy's name, and before they even showed the guy, I was like, I think I kind of know where this is going, but I want to turn this off because I just want to go to bed right now. So I should just turn this off. No, I'm stupid. So what happens is they end up getting him in the lineup. She comes out and then she's like, oh my God, that is him. That he's number 3. And it was the guy that they brought in. So then all of a sudden she starts talking to the police like, oh, well, do you guys do a good job at picking out the right person? Do you have all the evidence and stuff? And you're like, wait a minute, hold on, boo-boo. We helping you because you got raped. Why are you mad at us? Like, what is going on? Even I was like, hold on a second. You just got you the victim, and I'm helping you. Why you mad at me? What is going on? So anyway, so that happens, and then I'm like, yeah, man, why is she acting like that? So anyway. So after that happens, they got the perp, the bad guy, the perp back. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching too much Law and Order. Now I'm calling them perps. So anyway, they got the bad guy. So then the attorney's like, oh, you don't have enough evidence. And they're like, right, we don't have enough evidence because we don't have his DNA because he wore a condom. It's like, man, if only we had his DNA, then they find out like, oh no, you know, the bathing suits, which some knew, I didn't even know this, but apparently the bathing suits, when you go to buy the bathing suits, you know, for women, whatever, they have like this little protective liner in there, you know, when you try it on, so that way your you know, your goods don't like damage the bathing suit. And I didn't know that, but they do that for women apparently. If you know that and you knew that, comment down below. But I didn't know that at all, so I was educated on that part. So after that happened, they ended up getting his DNA from that. So then they go to trial. Okay, so now it's like open shut. Then it dawns on me, oh, she had that conversation with Olivia earlier, and she was telling Olivia, do you have all the evidence? Oh my God. I think she feels bad, and she doesn't want to accuse a black man because she feels bad because he's black. Oh no. Then the dude was actually black. The guy that raped her was black. Okay, and he's young. He's like 18, they said. And his attorney was black too. I said, oh no. Oh my God, he gonna get away with it. Oh my God. So she was all nervous and stuff, and her girlfriend was like, you don't know, you know, the justice system, and they were like, oh, police brutality, all this stuff is coming up. I'm like, oh my God, he about to get away with this crime. And I'm watching this, and I could be in bed right now, but now I gotta finish this. I gotta see the ending. So then what happens is she pulls off the mask like it's Mission Impossible. She does the big reveal, and she says, when I was younger, I told my it wasn't her stepson, it was like a foster child that was living with her parents. I told him to take something, to steal something, and he took it. Then the police showed up and caught us, and they let me go home. But then he had priors, so he got in trouble, and then he ended up in the system because he had priors, and he so happened to be black. So she's still traumatized from that, so she doesn't trust police. But it's like, wait a minute, you don't trust police, but hold on a second. They trying to help you, and you ID'd him, and that's the one that raped you. So anyway, she comes out, she gets on the stand. She sits down and then they ask her, they cross-examine and everything, and they ask her, hey, are you, who's the one that raped you? She was like, it was him. And then the other guy gets up to examine her. He's like, oh, a minute ago you said that wasn't him, and why all of a sudden are you changing or whatever? White guilt, rah. And she's like, oh, the one thing I do know is that he's the one that did it. He's the one that did it. And it's like, okay. So then, all of a sudden at the end of the episode, the attorney comes in and he's talking to the other attorney, the other DA, and he's like, listen, my my client wants to talk to you about a plea. The boy comes in, 18 because he's a boy. So he comes in, he's like, I felt invisible my whole life, and I did do that to her, and I didn't realize my consequences of my actions after I did it, and I just don't want to go to prison for the rest of my life or whatever. And he was like, like basically take pity on me. They had that bottom lip quivering. He was like, just take pity on me, please. So then he's like, yeah, you're not going to be in prison your whole life. When you get out, you got a chance to change your life around. And they walk off, and then the episode ends. Now, the reason for this video is this. A couple things. Number one, Law and Order, you gotta stop doing this. You gotta stop giving episodes like this where it's a freaking rabbit hole that pulls me down. I was just trying to watch one and be done. I can't. It's like Pringles. Once you pop, god dang it, the fun don't stop. You gotta keep watching it. You gotta keep going. And there's so much going on. And you're just like, what? Is this the world we live in? And a lot of times you think to yourself, wait a minute, some of this stuff is taken from real life, from reality. So who writes this show? Dick Wolf? Dick Wolf is, I think he's executive producer. He doesn't know a writer. Anyway, so follow me down on this, okay? So upon watching this episode, I realized something. In this episode, we saw a couple things. Number one, the one thing that we saw was the fact that they're flash mob that going on. Teenagers going around breaking into stuff and breaking into places and stealing things. Okay, it was two flash mobs. They even did a flash mob on the police department itself. Okay. Now that takes balls. Okay, so they did that too. So the flash mob thing, we know that exists in reality. We also know that police brutality exists in reality. We also know that there are police that try to coerce you and get confessions from you. We know all these things exist. We do. Okay. Also within this episode, this young man raped her, and we also know a woman being sexually assaulted, the trauma that is caused when that act happens, it does things to your brain where you're in fear, you're traumatized, you're shocked, you don't want to relive that situation, but the situation is going to be relived. Even in the episode, she said that she knows. And that she knows that she has the means to pay for counseling. And one day maybe she'll be okay. But if he goes through the justice system and goes into prison, he may not be okay. Now, mind you, black men, last time I checked, black men get accused of sexual assault a lot here in America. Now, even with us knowing all this information that we have, okay, here's the thing. He still did something wrong. Whether you are 18, you are 40, 25, 30, 17, you do not assault someone like that. You should know better. Now, I don't know why he didn't, but the fact that he said in there that he felt invisible, that's not a reason to assault somebody, okay? I felt invisible a lot when I was in high school. When I was 18, I felt invisible a lot. People didn't see me. People didn't notice me. Hell, I still feel invisible a lot in my life. But what kind of attention do I want to put out there to get people to notice me? The attention that he wanted was that. That's the attention that he wanted. And now you have to suffer the consequences. Now, whether or not they sentenced him to a lifetime behind bars, you still assaulted her. You shouldn't have done it. Whether they give him a short amount of time, I don't know how they're going to equal out that time. Even I don't know how they're going to work out the plea deal on the show. Okay, but I do know this. Yes, there are police officers that do things like that, where they try to coerce a statement out of someone. There have been numerous stories about that, but we have IA, I think that's what they're called, internal affairs. We have things like that are put in place to stop us officers from doing it, because at the end of the day, we are all human. Okay, all humans. But upon watching that, I see how flawed we all are when you have someone who is getting a bad rap as a police officer because they are labeled police officers. They're getting a bad rap because of everything that other officers have done, even though they're doing their best to help someone else out, to help out a victim who actually was victimized. And at the same time, the person that caused the victim to become a victim, the victim has more sympathy for that person in the long run. That right there shows you not just the what happens after trauma, but it also shows you the human mind. Even as a victim, there's victims that have sympathy for the people who victimized them. I've seen it before in life, and I've heard about it before in life a lot, where you have to forgive the person that harmed you or hurt you, so that you don't harbor none of that hatred and carry and let it fester within you. I get it. But again, there are police officers out there that are doing the right thing. There are police officers out there that are putting their lives on the line every day to make sure that the victims get, in the words of the Avengers, that they are avenged. And that's why Olivia was wearing that bracelet, trying to catch the person that kidnapped, that took that girl, because she wants to avenge that girl. That's why she's wearing that bracelet. This show is written so well that it puts you into a damn rabbit hole. Oh, man. Feel good getting all off my chest. Anyway, I got to get ready for bed now, and I got to go to work tomorrow. And I'm going to be crumbs because I just watched that show. Man. Woo! Something else. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go to bed. I'm sorry about keeping you guys up. And you guys go ahead and go to bed too. But if you guys get a chance to, if you can, maybe that's a challenge. That's a challenge. Can you just watch one episode? Now that we can stream things, could you just watch one episode of Law and Order? Just one? Bet you can. Bet you can. Back in the day, I used to do it too. Remember they used to show Law and Order on USA, and it would be like a 4-hour block of it, and it's like it'd be 4 episodes, and he's just like, oh, I'm just gonna watch one. Next thing you know, you watch 4 episodes, and then you think to yourself like, I watched all 4 of these episodes before. Why am I doing this to myself again? Why am I torturing myself again? You can't do it, can you? You cannot do this. It's impossible. It is impossible to watch just one episode. The only way you can watch one episode of Law & Order is when it comes on live, you watch it on TV, and the next thing after that, wait, hold on. I just thought about it. Law & Order comes on, Special Victim Unit, and then the other Law & Order comes on right after it. They found the way. They done found the way to get to us. No matter what. They got both the shows like that now. If you watch the one, it's going to catch you with the other one. Oh, my God. Even if you watch it live, they're going to catch you. They're going to catch you. They're going to find a way to catch you. They're going to be like, oh, you watched that one. Guess what? Got another one for you over here. And you're like, no, I don't want it. It's like, nah, got another one for you over here. No. Come on. Come on. No. Hey. Come on. Come on. Come get you another episode. No, I shouldn't. Hey. Don't you want to get you another episode? Don't you want to get you another episode of Order? And next thing you know, you watching it. Like, oh, they ain't got me again. Put it in my veins. Ooh. If you can pick up what I'm putting down around the town, Kharlie Brown, I gotta go to bed. I'm tired. My head hurts. Too many episodes. I was only trying to watch one. Oh my God, I was only trying to watch one. What time is it? It's like 4 in the morning. I gotta get ready. I gotta work. I gotta get out of here. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. And guys, can you please do a solid for me? Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and comment down below so I can know what you guys liked and disliked about this video. Okay? Also, go check out Around the Town podcast, now streaming over there on, what's that called? Spotify. That's right, Spotify. And don't forget to check out everywhere you see the word and the name Kharlie Brown. Ta-ta.